Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Let's Get Real with Mo. I wanted to say good morning. It's a beautiful day here in Arizona. We got a little bit of overcast, and it's not quite as hot yet as it's going to be today. So today, I wanted to talk to you about just doing it. Let's just do it. So I was recently on a podcast, Grueler Nation podcast. If you haven't subscribed, go to YouTube and subscribe to it. It's a great podcast. And I was speaking with Robert Grueler, who he brought up an interesting point when we were having our podcast. And one of the things he mentioned was that when we want to make changes, we know what we need to do. We all have this internal understanding that there are changes that we need to make, and we know that it's going to be hard. And so it was really interesting because it really got me thinking about why we don't just make these positive changes for ourselves. So I was going over some NLP notes that I had taken in a seminar that I had recently taken. And I wanted to go over some of the reasons why we don't just kind of move on what we know deep inside needs to be changed. So I want to tell you some of the things that your subconscious does for you to protect you and why it's so hard to take those first steps. So some of the things that your subconscious does for you, is it preserves your emotions. It is the domain of your emotions. It organizes your memories. It represses memories with negative emotion. It presents repressed memories for resolution, which is one of the key things that we don't want to move on, because we don't want any of those repressed memories and emotions to come forward, because it's hard to deal with, and we know that's what we're going to have to deal with if we're going to make any changes. It enjoys serving and needs clear orders to follow. So we need steps. We have steps that we have to take in order to make those changes. It takes everything personally. It controls and maintains all of your perceptions. It maintains your instincts and generates your habits. And it needs repetition until a habit is installed. And the key thing is, or the main reason is your subconscious works on the principle of least effort, or the path of least resistance. So that's those are a lot of the reasons why we don't take those steps, because we know the work involved. So I got to thinking, how is that relatable to things I've done in my life? So a really good example of that is, as we grow older, I like to think I'm still vivacious and energetic and young and youthful, and in my mind I'm 25 years old. But as we grow older, our bodies don't stay where our mental state is. So one of the things I thought is really relatable to this is when my eyesight started going. And so I would adapt to it. And this is what we do when we have these negative things in our lives. We start adapting and accepting things as they are. So, your eyesight's going and you start doing one of these, which one can I see the best, or I'm squinting and I'm adapting to, well, let's see. And really, it's not necessary to do that, because I know what I need to do. I need to make an appointment, go to the eye doctor, and get my eyes checked, and get the glasses, and all the work involved in it. It takes steps, right? And so whenever we're wanting to make some changes in our lives, we're well aware of the effort it's going to take. So it'll take time, it'll take emotion, it'll take money, it'll take all of those things that sometimes our subconscious is really saying, do we really want to do that? We just kind of want to go with the way things are. But if I don't get the glasses, my eyesight's going to get worse. And the same thing applies to the situations in your life that are not working for you. So this is my just brief little discussion over how we need to just get started. In other words, just make the appointment. You could schedule a session with a life coach and go over some discoveries or break down some of the things that need to change in your life. So you gotta just do it. Today is your day. We aren't getting any younger, and these things don't change until we consciously change these things and make these efforts. So let's just do this. Let's just live our best lives. Let's do the things that are uncomfortable so we can be happy and we can live the most exciting, joyful life on this planet that we were intended to live. So I hope everyone has a beautiful, wonderful day. Try to stay cool, and find us at lifecoachmaureen.com and at Facebook, Life Coach Maureen S, and at YouTube, Life Coach Maureen Scanlon. I would love to hear from you, and I would love to schedule a session with you. We have some openings now for clients that we're taking. So come and see us, subscribe to our channel, and let's do this. Let's make today your day. So have a wonderful day, and everyone, I love you. Love and blessings to you. Good to see you. Have a wonderful day.